Hey guys, it's Gaza Montana here, the original demo disc player before they decided to give it an abbreviation when it was just killed. When it was killed, I hope everyone's doing alright and everything. Now this video right here, we're going to be going over the new upgrades to the Terrorbyte, which if you ask me, essentially turns this Terrorbyte into a Mk.2 version. The people that are going to be getting the most benefits out of the new upgrades to the Terrorbyte are going to be your public session dwellers. Now, if you're an invite-only sort of like solo grinder that likes to grind completely alone, then you might be better off just leaving the Terrorbyte exactly as it is. Although there is one upgrade out of the new 4 upgrades for it that you might want to get if you haven't completed the career progress. But we'll get into that in a second. Now, the first thing that is different about the Terrorbyte, which you can do right now, is when you want to return it when you already have it out in free mode, you can return it to either the nightclub or to the new business, the Gourmet Factory. Now, that's entirely up to you where you want to keep this thing, but I think I'm going to be keeping it in the factory because I don't ever go down into my nightclub basement. I don't think I've seen Johan in years. So, yeah, man, no offense, Johan, but yeah, man, I ain't got no reason to go down in that basement once, you know, I've already upgraded my Terrorbyte. And with that, we're going to go right on to the 4 upgrades that you can buy for the Terrorbyte inside of the Gourmet Factory. I haven't actually tested to see if you can actually buy these upgrades inside of the nightclub yet, but I did it inside the Gourmet Factory. Either way, the first one is the most expensive one, and that is the Collectible scanner. And this one is going to be very useful, especially for G-caches, for anybody that needs to get the 50 G-caches, which is the Platinum Award under the Drug Wars DLC for the career progress, or if you're just an award enthusiast, even on last gen, you can get this award very easy now without having to even use a GTA Web. Now, speaking of GTA Web, you can combine GTA Web with the Terrorbyte when you're going for the other collectibles, which is going to make these collectibles an absolute breeze when you combine them together. And the next one is Silent Running. Now, shout out to Buster and Lively Jogger for helping me with the testing of this one. Now, this one is going to make you completely off the radar whilst the Terrorbyte is completely utterly stationary, just like we predicted in our last video before the DLC came out. Yeah, it's a good one because if you're in free mode and you're completely stationary and you just want to set up a diamond shop and something like that, people might not even see what you're about to do because you're in the back of the Terrorbyte, which, by the way, even if you're in the back of the Terrorbyte or in the driver's seat, as long as you're not moving, you're going to be off the radar, even if you're on the missile launcher or even using the drones, believe it or not. Now we have got the Missile Jammer. Now, the Missile Jammer is an absolute must-buy if you are a public session player, and you need some defensive capabilities if you are grinding in the game, or even if you're a PvP player. You're gonna not lose anything at all in buying this. You're only gaining the ability to not have players lock onto you. Now, shout out again to Buster and Lively Jogger for helping me test out this Missile Jammer whilst they were driving around. I did this twice. I couldn't blow up either of their Terrorbytes with 20 missiles from my Mk.2 oppressor because, yeah, maybe I'm just not a great aim, but it also takes a lot of explosions to actually blow up the Terrorbyte. So, yeah, although I could hit the Terrorbyte a few times, I couldn't blow up either of them. But I will just say this, guys, if you are a solo grinder in invite-only sessions or whatnot, or like friend sessions, like with other players that are all friends and stuff, you're not going to get anything out of this because this does not go to NPCs or anything like that. This is just for other players not being able to lock on to your vehicle. And the last upgrade, which is a very good upgrade, is buying the Master Control Terminal for your Terrorbyte. Now, this is the same computer that you have in your arcade, the arcade supercomputer, aka the arcade Master Control Terminal. Once you purchase this and you go in the back of your Terrorbyte, if you press right on the D-pad, you're going to go on the old screen where you can do client jobs and start up resupply missions for all of your businesses and whatnot. But now if you press square, you can then go into the Master Control Terminal screen, so that means you can now buy supplies for all of your businesses, change your DJs around inside of your nightclub, which is going to then, as you see here, increase the popularity. That's right, guys, you don't have to go to the nightclub and start messing around. Do it from the back of the Terrorbyte now, as I was doing it from the arcade before, which I will be doing it from the Terrorbyte from now on. And also buying my supplies for all of my businesses, like my bunker gun running business, which is a solo total business. Guys, just one other thing. When you are upgrading your Terrorbyte in a Gourmet Factory, if you don't have your Mk.2 in the back and it is impounded, it's going to warn you that it will destroy your Mk.2. You should be able to call Moore's Mutual and get it back. I don't see why not, but just to be safe, guys, make sure you don't have it impounded. Call the assistant or go and collect it and get it the hell out of there, because that message had me worried. Especially when nowadays that bike costs $8 million. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about the upgrades for the Terrorbyte down in the comments, and drop a like on the video if you find it helpful. Have a lovely day, Godspeed, and peace be upon you all.